Welcome back to the Jeff Crilley Show. Susan Posnick, she is a cosmetics legend in Dallas-Fort Worth, especially, but you can find her her line across the country. Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show.
Great to be here. Thank you. A legend. Does that make me sound old?
No, I'm telling you. So she is as beautiful inside as she is out. Tell us your journey. How did you get here?
I started in New York as a makeup artist quite a few years ago, did all fashion and beauty, and ended up on my way to California, stopping in Dallas, and ended up staying and growing with the fashion industry here. And I worked on movies, commercials, fashion, music videos. I did it all, movies. And about 20 years ago, I got diagnosed with skin cancer on my face. And I was allergic to chemical sunscreens, and I hated foundation and powder, even though I worked with it all the time. And I wondered if I could go make something. And at first it was really for me, and then I realized maybe I can make a difference in other people's lives as well and maybe save somebody from skin cancer. So it took about 3.5 years to develop a product, a healthy product, and a packaging that was portable. So no matter where you were all day long, you could pick up this product and brush it on, and you'd have your sun protection, and every time you did, your skin looked better. So that became the journey into, as you said, running an empire. I would say being an entrepreneur and all of that what's involved with being an entrepreneur.
Well, I think you are like a walking billboard for your product because you're beautiful and you just glow.
God, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So, Brandy Francis, get a little closer to the mic.
Oh,
so,
hi.
and tip your hat back a little bit because
I
didn't ask you. I didn't ask you not to wear makeup, but you wore no makeup. So, Susan, since you're studying her features. If you were doing a makeover on her right now, where would you start?
I would definitely start with your skin. You have great skin, but my product Color Flow would actually make it look that much better and still perfectly natural, and you wouldn't feel anything on your skin, and you'd be sun protected all the time without even thinking about it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, Brandy, describe when you do your makeup routine. What do you typically start with?
First, let's establish I do it in the car.
Great. My products are perfect for that. They're portable and on the go.
And I start off with concealer, especially under the eyes.
Got it.
To kind of try and fool people that I got some sleep. And then I go for contouring because my little sister said that's in. They grew up on YouTube tutorials, so I trust her.
Okay. And you do that in the car?
I do that in the car as well.
Oh, my.
So, yes.
Okay, Susan, go ahead. What are some
You sound
things?
worried.
What are some things she's doing right, and what is she doing wrong?
You're not doing anything wrong. Contouring was always something that makeup artists did, especially for photo shoots, and it really wasn't for the everyday person. And that's totally been changed. But, and I get looking at your face, you have great bone structure. So, but
Thank you.
it's not something that I think about doing every day on someone.
Okay.
But there are quick and easy things you can do to create that without working on contouring in the car. That makes me nervous.
Especially if she's driving. Do you, Andrew,
let's establish that I'm not driving as well.
You're not driving?
No.
Oh, my God.
No,
Okay.
no.
I was, we'd see in the car, I'm thinking you're driving, right.
No,
So I always see the women at the stoplight putting their mascara on. It's like, no.
Okay, so what are some classic blunders that women make when they're applying makeup?
I think one of them is applying too much makeup when you've not been shown how to artfully apply makeup. I think you can wear a fair amount without it looking like that. I also think you still see women wearing the wrong foundation color, and it makes me crazy, and they stop it at the chin, and then face is one color, the chin is the other, or your body is tanned, which isn't my favorite, but and your face is really light, so you do need to balance it, but you can do it with bronzers and warmer colors and do it in a subtle way. And it doesn't have to be hard. It can really be easy to do that.
Okay.
Hey, Brandy, this is your chance. You've got an international beauty expert right here.
Yes.
So ask her any question you want.
Oh, man, I'm on the spot right now. Okay, so give me 3 things that I need to focus on a daily basis? Like, is it my eyebrows I always consistently need to do? Eyelashes? Do I need to focus on lips? Do I need to focus on blush? Like, if I have time just to do 3 things to my face, what should I do?
So 3 things on your face would absolutely be the foundation, because I keep repeating sun protection, but that's me on my soapbox about healthy sun protection with zinc oxide, titanium dioxide. So that's the first thing.
Okay.
And yes, I get your under eye thing, a little bit of concealer and highlighter, mascara, of course, and a little bit of color on your lip. Coloring your lips and your face are very similar in color. You don't have a lot of pink to your lips, so just a hint of color would just really pop your lips, and in turn, that will pop your eye color.
Oh, perfect. I was afraid you were going to say my eyebrows, because those are really hard to do.
No, the eyebrow thing is really in right now.
Yes.
You know, it's been everything from Brooke Shields with really thick and then thin and then, shaved, you name it. It's been, but your eyebrows are great. I mean, if you want to fill them in with a drop of eyeshadow, that's fine, but it's not about painting on a brow.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
That's awesome. I think this is so cool. Beauty advice from an international expert. So I'm going to give you a chance to name drop a little bit, Susan, because on your website, you mentioned that you have worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood: Cindy Crawford, Diane Lane, Holly Hunter. I mean, what was it like working with these people?
I think half my job as a makeup artist is my talent, and half my job is my rapport with people. And so for me, I would have to tell you pretty much everyone I worked with was delightful. I have found that I'm much better on commercials and short-term projects than movies, because everybody's mood changes from day to day. And when you're 3 weeks and 3 months on a film, it can get a little rough because all of us have life experiences.
Do celebrities make you nervous? Like, do you remember saying, oh, my goodness, this is Tom Hanks, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean...
You know, it's funny. I never got nervous doing their makeup, but but then I would see them out somewhere afterwards, and I would be embarrassed to go up and say hello. And I'd be working with these people sometimes for a day, sometimes for weeks. It's just because for me, my job was not an invasion of their privacy.
Right.
But when I stepped out of my job, I wanted to leave them alone personally.
Were you starstruck ever?
Oh, I've been starstruck a lot. It's probably actually even more with musicians than it is with film stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little starstruck by you. So my wife, Victoria Snee, when I told her that I was going to be meeting you and interviewing you, she was so excited because you're a huge celebrity. And tell us, let's talk more about your line. What are some of the things that people should think about when they come to your website? Kind of navigate us. What do you see first?
So the first thing you see is natural looking beauty. I'm really about every day, every woman on the go. My products are portable. They're multi-purpose. I took a very different, once I developed Color Flow, the core product, and made that portable, I took a very different approach to makeup than anybody that was out there, which was, let's simplify this. Let's get rid of the clutter. I know you've got drawers full of stuff at home, but you carry the same things with you all the time, and let's make your life simple. There's enough complications. There's kids, there's work, there's family, there's whatever's going on. And so if you can take your beauty routine and make it 10 minutes and still do everything that it took you much longer to do with a lot more products and brushes, then why not? So when you go to my site, everything that you see is double-ended, dual-purpose, multi-purpose, sun protection, portable, compact packaging. So it makes it easy for travel. It goes right through security. It's for real women. It's for real life, and that's what I'm about. I'm a worker bee. That's who I am. I appreciate all the accolades a lot, and it's really nice to hear. But I think of myself as a worker, and I want to try to make I want to make a difference in other women's lives and other people's lives.
I think that's outstanding. Well, let's talk about the future. Where do you see this all going?
Where do I see it all going? Probably a lot more distributorship, more business, more accounts, growth. I'm at a place now where I'm kind of looking for investment money because I really want to take it to the next level, and I need a much bigger audience to do that. And to do that, it takes money. So I have this vision, and I don't see giving up my company at all. I want to stay with it, and I want to see it grow, and I want to see more women and being able to wear sun protection and not think about it,
right,
and make their lives easier.
Well, educate my audience on, you can go to CVS and get some very inexpensive makeup. What are you doing damage to your skin when you put on cheap makeup or something that has a lot of chemicals in it?
The truth is, most eyeshadows, most blushers are relatively similar. For me, I like to think of my line as clean. It's not all natural, but there's nothing in there that so far they haven't designated as not good for the skin or the body. The less chemicals you put on your skin, the less possibility you're going to have of a reaction. So many women react to products, they don't know what they're reacting to, and the best thing to do is start with something that's really clean, so that if you start other products, you'll be able to figure out what it is you're allergic to. Actually, there's a lot of women, a lot of people are allergic to chemical sunscreen, and they don't realize that that's the product that's bothering their skin.
I think one of the most beautiful things about your story is that you didn't, wake up one morning and said, "I'm going to start a cosmetics company."
Absolutely not.
It grew from a real life health scare.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to give you kind of the final word. What thought would you like to leave the audience with?
I think that when you present your best face, you feel better about how you feel inside, and that it absolutely works together, inside beauty and outside beauty, rather than wearing a mask on your face.
Yes. Because
the mask hides what's beyond. And so be yourself. Feel comfortable in your own skin. And I know it's easier to say as I'm a little bit older. It's a lot more difficult to do that often when you're young. But find the tools of what makes you happy inside, and that will always show on the outside.
I love it. Susan, give us your website and please spell it.
It's SusanPosnick.com, SUSAN, P as in Peter, OSNICK, SusanPosnick.com.
What a great segment. You'll have to come back.
I'd love to. Thanks.
Okay, coming up next. When she first learned she was coming to Dallas, she had to pull out a map to locate Texas. Now she's helping families from around the globe relocate here. Her journey is just ahead on The Jeff Crilley Show.
More of The Jeff Crilley Show coming up.